A number of smartphone applications have recently been developed to help to identify atrial fibrillation, a cardiac arrhythmia, in patients. Atrial fibrillation is the most common heart rhythm disorder worldwide, with a reported prevalence of 1 to 2% of the developed population. To understand cardiac arrhythmias, we firstly have to understand the heart's normal electrophysiology. As you can see here on the diagram, the electrophysiology system begins at the sinoatrial node, or SA node. The SA node is known as the heart's pacemaker because it keeps the heartbeat steady and regular. The electrical signal at the SA node causes the atria to contract. The signal travels through the internodal tracts to the atrioventricular node, or the AV node. Here, the signal pauses to allow the atria enough time to contract and pump blood to the ventricles. The signal then continues down the conduction pathway via the bundle of His through the left and right bundle branches into the Purkinje fibers. This stimulates the ventricles to contract and pump blood to the body. At rest in an adult, the heart contracts at about 60 to 100 times per minute. A cardiac arrhythmia is defined as an abnormality in the rate, rhythm, or conduction of an electrical impulse in the heart. There are a number of different forms of arrhythmia, which can be seen here on the slide next to me, but today I'll be talking about atrial fibrillation. Atrial fibrillation, or AF, is a supraventricular tachyarrhythmia, which is caused by chaotic electrical impulses. The atria quiver in a rapid, uncoordinated pattern, slowing blood flow and causing the ventricles to beat unevenly, affecting how blood is pushed around the body. This makes the heart beat extremely irregularly. The most significant complication of atrial fibrillation is a stroke, with 11.5% of clinically recognized thromboembolic strokes thought to be caused by atrial fibrillation. Strokes occur because the chaotic rhythms in the atria result in blood pooling, as it cannot be pumped out. This causes the blood to clot, and the clot in the heart has the potential to break off and travel towards your brain, causing a stroke. AF is often symptomless. However, patients who experience an arrhythmia most often report feelings of heart palpitations. An electrocardiogram is the most common form of detection for AF. However, since symptoms of AF are intermittent, with stretches of normal heart rate in between bursts of abnormal heart rate, which is known as paroxysmal AF, it is often very difficult to diagnose. So, how can an app change all of this? In 2012, AliveCore developed the first smartphone-connected ECG app known as KardioMobile. With the credit card-sized electrodes snapped onto the back of their phone, users place 2 fingers directly over the sensors, allowing electrical impulses from the fingerprints to be collected and converted into ultrasound signals and then into an ECG. Clinical trials have found the KardioMobile ECGs to be 98% sensitive and 97% specific in diagnosing atrial fibrillation. Moreover, in 2016, researchers at the MIT Media Lab developed the app CardioRhythm. The app calculates heart rate based on a facial reflection in the camera or a finger over the camera lens, allowing the app to detect blood volume data in pulse waveforms as the heart beats. This process is known as facial photoplethysmography. The app has been developed for initial screening and not direct diagnosis. CardioRhythm is still in the clinical trial stage. However, in a 2016 study of 85 hospital patients in Australia, the app was found to be 95% specific and 96% sensitive. A crucial advantage and the most significant benefit of the apps are that they allow for an ECG to be recorded anywhere, at any time. The results from both applications are produced almost instantly, and as we have seen, are highly specific and sensitive. This in combination with the ability of physicians to access the results remotely, allows for a faster and more accurate diagnosis of AF. Therefore, an appropriate treatment pathway and steps towards stroke prevention can be taken, which can be seen here on the slide. This is highly important as research indicates that 2/3 of AF-related strokes are prevented with early detection. Patients are also given peace of mind about their diagnosis and the ability to make alterations to their lifestyle to ensure successful management of their symptoms. Ultimately, it can be seen that since smartphone apps are easily accessible, quick to use, inexpensive, practical and accurate, they have the ability to make diagnosing patients with atrial fibrillation a lot easier and more practical. It is important to note, however, that this is only the beginning for the use of smartphone apps and e-health in cardioarrhythmia detection. The uses of these apps have the potential to extend into the detection of other arrhythmia problems and replication of technology into wearable devices like watches. So who knows, maybe a selfie could be life-changing after all.